Again, I quote the German ideology. Communists do not oppose egoism to selflessness or selflessness to egoism, nor do they express this contradiction theoretically either in its sentimental or in its high-flown ideological form. Rather, they demonstrate the material source with which it disappears of itself. The communists do not preach morality at all. They do not put to people the moral demand, love one another, do not be egoists, etc. On the contrary, they are very well aware that egoism, just as much as selflessness, is in definite circumstances a necessary form of the self-assertion of individuals. Hence, the communists by no means want to do away with the private individual for the sake of the general selfless man. That is a statement of the imagination. Communist theoreticians, the only communists who have time to devote to the study of history, are distinguished precisely by the fact that they alone have discovered that throughout history the general interest is created by individuals who are defined as private persons. They know that this contradiction is only a seeming one because one side of it, what is called the general interest, is constantly being produced by the other side, private interest, and in relation to the latter it is by no means an independent force with an independent history, so that this contradiction is in practice constantly destroyed and reproduced. Hence, it is not a question of the Hegelian negative unity of the two sides of the contradiction, but of the materially determined destruction of the preceding materially determined mode of life of individuals, with the disappearance of which this contradiction, together with its unity, also disappears. All this is saying is that under capitalism, the individual and society are in constant interpolation with each other. I go out and I get a job, I put on a uniform to go and attend my job, and I become a worker. And my life is determined and interrelated with the whole course of the development of my company. If I go to work for McDonald's, I become a McDonald's worker. I become linked up with other McDonald's workers in a system. I become yoked to a whole system of production within the McDonald's franchise. Under communism, this system gets destroyed. There's no more radically individualistic act than the destruction of this corporate system. And anybody that preaches otherwise, that preaches collectivism, is not a communist.